Testing, testing. Hey everyone. Welcome back to the YouTube channel, An American Professor. In this video, we're gonna be doing a gentle introduction to Jupyter Notebooks, just showing you some tricks and tips I've learned over the course of programming in Jupyter Notebooks for over 6 years now, I'd say. Well, before Jupyter Notebooks, they were called something else. I already forgot what that was, but they're useful for a variety of programming needs. Pretty much anytime you have an assignment or you have some research you need to get done, this is a good tool to use to create a minimum working example, write functions, build simulations, etc. So we're in our Jupyter Notebook. You can see up at the top, we have a number of options. File, you can create a new notebook. You can open an already existing one. You can save it at any point in time. There's different download options, like whenever you're done with whatever, you can convert it to a PDF, or you can download the .ipynb, which is the extension of the notebook, which is most useful if you want to share your notebook with, say, a collaborator, such as a lab mate or someone at your work, etc. So, and then you have a number of edit options, which I'm not going to go through all of them. I'll go through more of the commands and like how you do it in each cell. Then you have a number of other things. You can insert a cell below, or you can insert another cell above, etc. This kernel tab is important because sometimes you may want to restart and clear all output. That's not going to do anything for us right now because we don't have anything in there, but I'll come back and show what that means. You can shut down a kernel, you can interrupt it. Widgets, I don't use that much. Then there's a bunch of references to different places if you need to look up something, like, or different modules, etc. for Python. And then at the top, we have our title. You can title it anything you want, so you can rename your notebook. For this tutorial, it'll be called Jupyter Notebook Tutorial. We'll hop into our first cell. Another thing that you need to notice is right now there's no numbers in here, but as soon as we define a variable and execute the cell, you'll notice a number appears here. That means we ran the cell one time. If we go down here, define another variable, run it, it's 2. If we go back up and rerun the first cell, yes, we get 3. This is important because this is counting for each cell. So if you have a sequential program where you have things defined across different cells, that's important that you don't lose track of which cell you're in. That's why sometimes it's important to restart and clear all outputs. So if we run them in order now we get them in the correct order. And say we create some other variable where we add X and Y and then print the result. You get 3 out, and you can look back and see, make sure you ran them in the correct order. You didn't run them out of order. It's more important for more complicated ones when your notebooks get very long to keep track of that. So let's see what else we can do in Notebook. So right now you can see we're set to code, but we can easily switch to Markdown or some other heading. Let's do some Markdown. Let's say we want to write a for loop, just some title, and then say for I in range 25. We want to print I. We want to print the string I. So you can see we print 1 one time, we print 2 two times, we print 3 3 times, and so forth, all the way down to 24, and actually 0 was skipped because we print 0 0 times, nothing is going to show, and it goes up to 24 times. So that's something you can do. You can write headers. You can have, and markdown's nice because you can control the size of the header, smaller font size. Put these together. You can see that font size is smaller than this one. There's some other things you can do. Like now we can go back up here and maybe cut these. We don't need these anymore. You can save the notebook. A simple one I like to, I usually hit this plus if I want to keep adding cells really quick. Some more things you can do, which is really interesting. You can insert images. Let's go to edit. And then, where is it? Let's go to insert. Actually, I don't see it. You can, if you change this to markdown and go to insert. I don't know, comment on this video if you know how to insert images. I know there's a simple way to do it. I'm going to drag and drop off screen. Oh, it's not letting me. All right, that's it for this video. I hope you learned a number of useful tips and tricks for working with Jupyter Notebooks. Yeah, and I'll get back to you on inserting images in Jupyter Notebooks if you're curious how to do that.